In the last tutorial, I introduced you to the Unibase environment and named the major Unibase metafiles: record format, standard job, field edit, file edit, and output program. In this tutorial, I will prepare you for creating your own record format by showing you what a completed record format looks like inside Unibase's record format generator. When we create a new job from scratch, we'll use Unibase's job creation task, but since we're just going to peek at an existing record format, I'm going to open one directly by going to the record format folder and double-clicking on the record format I want to look at. This opens up the record format generator's main window, which is sometimes called Paint the Screen, because it allows you to paint how you want the screen to look to your keyers. It is the record format generator's WYSIWYG interface. What you see is what you get. Paint the Screen is designed to behave much like Notepad or any other WYSIWYG text editor, with a series of gotchas based on a difference of opinion. Most text editors assume that once you put two words next to each other, you want them to stay next to each other. Paint the Screen assumes that once you've decided on a location for a field, you want the field to stay in that location. The other main interface in the record format generator is the Checkbox Edits interface. The Checkbox Edits interface is a dialog that collects the property sheets for every field in a single spot. We'll be going over each of these interfaces separately, and we're going to start with Paint the Screen. A record format is made of fields, and each field has up to two parts: the tag and the data. The data part of the field is the space reserved for a keyer to type in, and the tag labels the data, preferably in a descriptive fashion. I say up to two parts because any field can be tag only or data only, and it still counts as a full field. While the tag of a field can be any kind of text, the data portion is defined by two characters: the caret, which shows the start of data, and the underscore, which represents the rest of the data. This separate character for the start of data allows you to have two data fields right next to each other, which can be useful. It's obvious what is a tag and what is data by the different colors, but there's another use for the colors as well. You can see that data has a black background and text has a white background, but most of the screen has a gray background. Sometimes fields are separated by white space, and sometimes fields are separated by gray space. The empty white represents space characters, and spaces are part of tags. A space on its own will even create an entirely new tag, like here. The empty gray represents an area where there is no character at all, and this null area is different from the spaces in that there is no associated tag for the null area. When we talk about checkbox edits, we will see that all fields have their own set of checkboxes, even tag-only fields, and without this special color coding of text, some tags could be entirely invisible in Paint the Screen, but still show up in the checkbox edits, which, as you can imagine, could be quite confusing. The keyer will not see these separate colors. A tag of all spaces will be invisible to the keyer. So that's what a completed record format looks like. Time to move ahead to the next tutorial, painting the screen.